Boom. What's going on? This is ShanGO Ray. Are you under attack? Do you feel like you're under attack? Somebody fucking with you? Maybe it's a known enemy. Maybe it's not. For whatever your reasons you may have, you may find yourself in this moment wanting to issue an ass whooping, if you will. Well, I'm here to present a very, very powerful ritual for those of you who are being attacked, be it by one or maybe several people. And as I mentioned, maybe they're known, maybe they're not. This is a chance to take matters into your own hands and serve out some justice or maybe revenge. I'm not here to judge at all, I'm here to provide the tools, and that's why I'm here. So this particular ritual is the Met Kafu Enemy Annihilator ritual. That's right. Met Kafu, a very powerful, fiery Loa, master of the crossroads, master, grandmaster of sorcery. This is the Loa that either lets your rituals go through or doesn't, in addition to opening your doors or closing them, opening your luck or closing them. This particular Loa has often been called Papa Legba's twin brother, darker twin brother. That's not true. Papa Legba is Papa Legba, and Met Kafu is Met Kafu. I have a long historied relationship with Met Kafu. Way much more than I do with Papa Legba. And I can tell you that, number one, this particular Loa is not one. He's got a bad rap. He's been synchronized with the devil. But then again, Eshu's been synchronized with the devil. And sometimes even Elegua has been synchronized with the devil. But this particular Loa is extremely powerful. And our particular relationship has gone to a whole other level. And so we bring to you, this is the first of several different rituals, but we bring to you the Enemy Annihilator. If you have enemies, if somebody's after you, if somebody's bothering you, be it at work, personal relationships, you name it, and you need to be able to handle the situation in a way that A, won't get you hurt or killed or arrested, then this would be the ideal situation for you. I did mention also spiritual attack, because some of our enemies are not physical, and you can't deal with a spiritual attack with like a pistol or something, So this is a ritual that you can use in several different ways. You need no tools or implements to do the initial ritual. It comes with complete instructions, as well as post-ritual care, things to do after the ritual, and also offering suggestions. Now, like I said, this particular Loa is not evil, is not the devil, but is a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if you wanted an ally on your side at a time in your life where these enemies are starting to, get closer and closer and they keep messing with you, then this is the ritual that you want. Because, like I said, Met Kafu doesn't play around. Now, I do want to add a warning to this particular ritual. Number one, when you work with this Loa, come with some motherfucking respect, okay? You don't got to be groveling and begging, but at the same time, don't come barking orders and shit like that. That's not going to fly. And this is not the Loa that you want to play with, So come with respect. But the other thing is, and I can't tell anybody what to use this ritual for, but this is one of my warnings for you. This is not a ritual to use. This is a real ritual with the Met Kafu, all right? So don't be on no petty shit, okay? If somebody cuts you off in traffic, you come to this ritual. If somebody, if somebody does some old irritating bullshit, you come with this ritual. Like, be discerning. If you really need to use this ritual, then by all means, use it and use it well. Go all in, okay? But do not play around. This is not a game, all right? Do not play around and do not use this for stupid petty ass shit. Now I know what the next question is. Well, what stupid petty ass shit, ShanGO, right? If you don't know the answer to that, you probably shouldn't get this ritual, all right? Now, once again, I'm not going to get into the brass tacks of things as far as what's petty and what's not, what you should use it for, what's not. It's like a loaded gun. You pick it up, you point it, and you shoot, and it's going to fire, okay? Now, who, what, when, where, and why did you use it is up to you. I'm not the moral police. I don't hold nobody's hand. I just deliver the goods, that's all. Well, especially as far as in a situation like this. So, if you have a real problem, and please do not ask me, should I use it for this or should I not? Like, I'm really, like I said, I'm not the moral police. I'm not going to be answering a bunch of questions about, well, this bitch is flirting with my man. Should I use it? Like, look, in my opinion, that may be considered petty, but I don't know all the details. Okay? If somebody is intruding on your territory, encroaching on what's yours, and you want to defend it, you want to protect it, then maybe you might. Like I said, I don't know all the variables to everybody's situations. It's something that you got to do your motherfucking self, all right? Use some common sense, some smarts, and, because I will tell you this, Met Kafu is not known to have a soft hand, okay? He's not known to have a soft hand. So, the other thing I want to tell you, too, when you work with Met Kafu, don't try and tell this Loa how to do his job, okay? You can't say, well, I want this bitch to like break her ankle and this and that. No, that's not how the shit works, okay? Whatever, once you unleash this, once you do this, once you pull the trigger, it is what it is. And it's going to hit how it's going to hit. Okay? It might be extremely severe. It might be semi-severe, but severe enough. Okay? When you're dealing with a darker, more chaotic force, you don't know what the fuck is going to happen once you let the dogs out, proverbially speaking, you know? So, I wanted to create this ritual because I've said this many, many times before. You know, there's a time and a place for everything. And in this human experience, we experience a whole lot of different things. And we need various kinds of tools to deal with the various kinds of situations. So make sure you can't unpull the trigger, okay? Once you let it out, you're letting it out. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you're immature and all this, you know, another thing too, if you are, if you like to go on some type of curse fest because you're a miserable sack of feces, right? Then you can probably expect some unfavorable side effects, maybe. The reason being is because you are staying in that energy. Whenever you do some type of offensive, what would be called darker work, but just more aggressive or offensive, you know, not defensive, you're taking the offense, you know. You do what you do, you get out. You do what you do, you get out, you cleanse, you go on about your life. But if you're constantly cursing people and throwing curses and shit at people, then what does that say about you? What kind of state of being are you in? State of being the thoughts you think, the emotions you feel. And obviously, that's broadcasting and receiving. That's called frequency. That's what makes your frequency. Whenever you hear people say, raise your frequency, that is exactly what a frequency is. The combination of those two. So, if you are like a Karen or Darren about cursing people, I wouldn't want to be too close to you anytime, you know. But, but for the rest of you who really, you know, maybe you're tired of being pushed around, and tired, maybe you're bullied in some form or fashion, in some way, on some front, on some plane. Like I said, there's too many different scenarios to name, but we do have solutions here. All right. Now, how do you get this annihilator, this enemy annihilator ritual? Well, there's two ways. If you're a Sorcerer's Corner member of any level, you got access to it already. So you might as well boogie on over there and check it out if you need it. Or if you don't, it's there when you do. That's the beauty of being a member. We keep providing tools. We keep providing information. We keep providing all these different things. You may not, you don't need everything at once. But when you do, it's there for you. Or somebody could just purchase the ritual if they wanted it. Okay? Once you purchase it, you will receive a download link automatically. Then there will be a thank you page. The thank you page has the instructions on it. Okay? As I mentioned, you need no tools for this particular ritual to perform the initial part of the ritual. What you do need to do is, if you're tired of feeling frustrated, if somebody's constantly disrespecting you, maybe they have hurt you, or they've been hurting you physically, or maybe you're tired of being afraid, and fear can quickly turn to anger or rage. Everybody has their point, their limit. So whatever your emotion is that's in that neighborhood, bring that with you. You're going to need that for this ritual. Okay? Met Kafu is also known as a lunar loa. And if it's a lunar loa, you know it has to do with a lot of emotions also. You know, so make sure you bring your emotion. I'm trying to think of any other point that may be relevant here at this point in the video. But just use your discernment, okay? You may be able to handle the situation in another way. Maybe not. Maybe it's time to let the motherfucking dogs out. And if it is, it's time to pop the clip in, pull that slide back. Then this is for you. All right? So, another thing to remember too. I want to just reiterate this point. Do what you got to do and get out. Okay? All you need is a dark room and some privacy and some headphones. Initially, there is, like I said, post-ritual things that you got to do too. Very simple though. And everything is detailed in the instructions, so there's no guesswork. Okay? The Met Kafu Enemy Annihilator Ritual is now available. Link is in the description box. Or, like I said, become a Sorcerer's Corner member and you get it free. Always. It's there for you. Any level, it's there for you. Okay? So this is ShanGO Ray. Peace. And we'll see you on the next video.